Class, our topic for today is accounting for partnership. Remember that in a partnership, there are 4 major stages. Number 1 is formation, when you establish a partnership. Number 2 is operation. This is when you allocate profits and losses to the partners. Number 3 is dissolution. There's a dissolution whenever there's a change in the ownership interest in the partnership. Madi-dissolve yung partnership when you admission of a new partner, or when there's a withdrawal or retirement of an existing partner. And the last stage is liquidation. Stop na yung operations ng partnership. Terminated na. There's 2 types of liquidation: lump sum and installment liquidation. Alright. I have 4 separate videos for each of this. But for now, let's focus on formation of partnership. Kailangan mo tandaan during formation is that we measure the assets and the liabilities of the partnership at fair market value. Assets less liabilities, we know that's the capital balances of the partners, the total capital of the partnership. During formation, we measure the assets and liabilities at fair market value. Okay, I'll give you more details as we answer our problems for today. Okay, let's go to problem number 1. As you can see, class, medyo mahaba yung problem number 1 and hindi ko siya ginawa multiple choice. Yung approach na gagawin ko, for the first problems, hindi mo na multiple choice so that I can expound on the concepts. Pero yung succeeding problems, may choices na yon. We know in the CPA boards naman, lahat yun may choices. Alright? Okay, if mahaba yung problem, ang technique doon is you read first the questions. Okay? Para at least magka-idea ka kung ano yung mga relevant information once you start going through the given. Okay? So let's look at the questions. Question A, upon the formation of the partnership, how much is the capital of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively? Question B, assuming that the capital balances are to be equal to their P&L ratio, how much is the capital of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively? Letter C, compute for the total assets of the partnership. Okay, so basically, tinatanong tayo how much yung capital balances and the total assets of the partnership. Alright, we can now read the problem. Okay, Pinnacle and Maginhawa decided to form a partnership on March 15, 2019. Okay, whenever makita ka ng date in the problem, underline mo na siya kasi baka magamit natin siya in our solution. And usually may mga tricks sa date. So, underline mo siya para hindi mo makalimutan. Their statements of financial position on this date were, okay, binigyan tayo ng balance sheet for partner Pinnacle and balance sheet for partner Maginhawa. So, we have assets, cash, accounts receivable, inventory, equipment, and we have the liabilities and capital, accounts payable, Pinnacle capital, Maginhawa capital. Alright? Whenever bigyan ka ng balance sheets during formation, you assume that these are at book values. Okay? When you say book values, historical cost yan. Alright? And we know, yung goal natin during formation, like what I mentioned earlier, is to convert the book values into fair market values. Gets? Alright, so let's continue reading the problem. They agree the following adjustments shall be made. Bullet 1, equipment of Pinnacle is under-depreciated and that Maginhawa is over-depreciated. Bullet 2, allowance for doubtful accounts is to be set up, amounting to 297 for Pinnacle, 196 for Maginhawa. Inventories of 21,875 and 15,312 are worthless in the books of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively. The partnership agreement provides for a profit and loss ratio of 72 Pinnacle and 32 Maginhawa. Okay, so if you analyze the problem, ang binigay sa atin, balance sheets of the 2 partners, we assume that these are at book values, and then merong adjustments. So ang gagawin natin, we will restate the assets and liabilities, we will convert from book values to fair market values by reflecting yung adjustments dito. Alright? Pero take note, class, na if ang i-adjust mo yung assets and liabilities, it's the same thing as adjusting the capital balances of the partners since assets minus liabilities is equal to the capital. Okay? Kaya ang gagawin ko dito, mag-start ako with the capital balances of the partners. For Pinnacle, it's 2,625,000. For Maginhawa, it's 2,056,250. Okay, so ganito gagawin ko solution dyan. I'll put first the capital balance of Pinnacle here. Alright. And for Maginhawa here. Okay. I'll put here unadjusted capital balance or unadjusted. Kunin ko lang to 2,625,000. I'll copy here 2,625,000. And then for Maginhawa, it's 2,056,250. 2,056,250. Alright. So, convert ko lang to from book values into fair market values. Tignan natin yung mga adjustments. Let's go to the first bullet. Equipment of Pinnacle is under-depreciated by 87,500. Okay, under-depreciated, meaning kulang sa depreciation. If you look at the balance sheet, ganito natin pre-present yung equipment. Equipment less accumulated depreciation, you have the book value of the equipment. Now, if this is under-depreciated, big sabihin, yung accumulated depreciation natin is understated. So, yung book value of the equipment will be overstated. Paano mo i-correct yan? No, dapat bawasan natin yung book value of the equipment, right? If babawasan mo yung asset, then yung effect niya to the capital is also decrease. So, lagay natin dito, first adjustment is minus 87,500. Alright? Because class, di ba yung assets less liabilities is equal to your capital. Pagka tumaas yung assets, taas yung capital. Pag tumaas yung liabilities, bababa yung capital to make the equation always balance, right? In this case, since binababa natin yung asset, since it's under-depreciated, magma-minus 87,500 tayo for Pinnacle. Gets? Okay. Let's continue. And that Maginhawa is over-depreciated by 131,250. If it's over-depreciated, overstated yung accumulated depreciation. Therefore, the book value is understated. How do we correct that? Well, kailangan nating itaas yung book value. So, we increase the asset. We increase the capital. Adjustment for Maginhawa is plus 131,250. Alright? That's adjustment number 1. Let's go to adjustment number 2. Allowance for doubtful accounts is to be set up amounting to 297,500 for Pinnacle and 196,875 for Maginhawa. Sir, ano ba yung allowance for doubtful accounts? If you look at the balance sheet, ganito siya pinapresent. You have an accounts receivable less allowance for doubtful accounts, you get the book value of the accounts receivable. Now, if magse-set up ka na allowance for doubtful accounts, yung normal balance niya is a negative balance. Okay? Kung magse-set up ka, the effect will be to decrease the book value of your accounts receivable. Yung effect niya sa capital will be a decrease. Okay? That's why yung adjustment number 2 natin will be minus 297,500 for Pinnacle and minus 196,875 for Maginhawa. Alright. Let's go to bullet number 3. Inventories of 21,875 and 15,312 are worthless in the books of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively. If worthless na yung inventories, we have to write them off. Babawasan natin yung assets. Therefore, adjustment number 3 is minus 21,875 and minus 15,312. Okay. Let's go to bullet number 4. The partnership agreement provides for a profit and loss ratio of 70 to Pinnacle and 30% to Maginhawa. Sir, ano yung profit and loss ratio or P&L ratio? This is the ratio that you use to allocate profits and losses to the partners pag nag-operate na yung partnership. In this case, since kakastart pa lang ng partnership, this is upon the formation of the partnership, hindi pa sa atin relevant yung profit and loss ratio. For now, pwede mo natin i-disregard yung bullet number 4. Alright, so basically, meron tayong 3 adjustments to the capital balances of the partners. Now, we can compute for the adjusted balances. Okay, get your calculators. Calculator natin to. Alright, so let's start with Pinnacle. 2,625,000 minus 87,500 minus 297,500 less 21,875 The adjusted balance for Pinnacle is 2,218,125. Okay, sulat ko muna. 2,218,125. Let's compute the adjusted balance for partner Maginhawa. 2,056,250 plus 131,250 minus 196,875 minus 15,312. The adjusted capital balance for partner Maginhawa is 1,975,313. Okay, I'll write it down. 1,975,313. Okay, so these are the adjusted capital balances, or pwede rin natin sabihin na this is the fair market value of your assets less your liabilities. Okay? Alright, so question A, upon formation of the partnership, how much is the capital of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively? Final answers, I'll write it down. For Pinnacle, it's 2,218,125. 2,218,125. For partner Maginhawa, it's 1,975,313. Alright, these are your final answers for question A. Let's go to question B. Assuming that the capital balances are to be equal to their P&L ratio, how much is the capital of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively? Okay, very important. If silent yung problem, kung ano yung in-invest ng partners, yun yung magiging capital balances nila. Alright? Like what we did for question A. For question B, explicit kasi sinabi na yung capital balances will be equal to their P&L ratio. If hindi siya minention sa problem, wag mo gagawin yan. Let's say, bullet number 4, di ba may mention na 70-30. If walang sinabi na i-equal daw to P&L ratio yung capital balances nila, don't do it. Okay? Question B is very explicit, kaya natin gagawin yun. Otherwise, kung ano yung invest ng partners, that will be their initial capital balances. Okay? Alright, let's answer question B. So, anong gagawin mo dyan, sir? Gagawin ko muna dyan is, I'll get the total capital of the two partners. Partner Pinnacle, 2,218,125, and partner Maginhawa, 1,975,313. Okay? Add ko muna yung dalawa na yan. 2,218,125 plus 1,975,313. You'll get 4,193,438. Okay, lagay ko dito 4,193,438. This is the total capital of the partnership. Now, we need to reflect the P&L ratio of 70-30. Multiply lang natin by 70% and by 30%. So, we have 4,193,438 times 0.7. 2,935,406. Let's make it 407. 2,935,407. Alright. And then, yung isa naman, 30%. 4,193,438 times 0.3. 1,258,031. Okay, go. 1,258,031. Alright. Assuming that the capital balances are to be equal to their P&L ratio, how much is the capital of Pinnacle and Maginhawa respectively? Final answers for partner Pinnacle, that's 2,935,407. 2,935,407. For Maginhawa, it's 1,258,031. 1,258,031. Okay, so these are the final answers for question B. Question B. Alright. Let's go to the last question. Compute for the total assets of the partnership. Total assets of the partnership. Now, if you're asked to compute for the total assets, automatic na yun. Ang sasagot mo dyan is the fair market value of the assets of the partnership. Okay, so alin dito yun? Can we start at the assets in the balance sheets of the partners? Yes, pwede. Pwede tayo mag-start with 3,084,375 and 3,215,625. Pero take note, these are at book values. Okay? Ko-convert pa natin siya into fair market values, pero pwede natin siyang gawing starting point. Alright. Let's put here assets of Pinnacle at book value. Okay. So, copy natin 3,084,375. So, kinopy ko lang yung given here. Okay? And then, for Maginhawa, 3,215,625. Okay. Maginhawa, 3,215,625. Alright. Now, we know meron tayong adjustments dito. We have 3 adjustments. And actually, lahat yan may effect to the assets. For example, this one, depreciation, allowance for doubtful accounts, inventories, lahat yan related to your assets. Buti na lang, nagawa na natin yung adjustments to question A. So, ang gagawin natin, ulitin na natin yung 6 adjustments na to, right? Kasi lahat yan may effect to your assets. Okay, let's go back to question C. Gagawin na lang natin dyan, copy ko lang to. Adjustment 1, 87,500 and 131,250. Okay, plus 131,250. I'm just copying. Adjustment number 2, 297,500 and 196,875. Dito ko nalalagay yung adjustment 2. 297,500 and 196,875. 196,875. And adjustment number 3, 21,875 and 15,312. Okay, 21,875, 15,312. Basically, class, ang ginawa ko lang, kinuha ko yung book values of the assets and I reflected the 3 adjustments to the assets to get the fair market value of the assets. Alright, we can now calculate the fair market value of the assets. Okay, 3084, 375, plus 3215, 625, minus 87,500, plus 131,250, minus 297,500, minus 196,875, plus 21,875, minus 21,875, minus 15,312. Okay, final answer, 5,812,188. Okay, 5,812,188. Okay, this is your final answer for question C. Alright? Okay, that's how you answer problem number 1. Okay. Class, if you appreciate this free accounting tutorial, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I have a new video. Okay, let's go to problem number 2. Alright, problem number 2. Okay, for problem number 2, medyo mahaba pa rin yung ginawa ko. But this time, we have choices. Okay, 2 questions. And as usual, ang strategy natin is to read first the questions. Question number 1. How much is the adjusted capital balance of fitness upon formation? Question number 2. How much is the capital credit to health upon formation? Okay. Let's now read the problem. On January 1, 2020, okay, Health and Fitness, both sole proprietors, decided to form a partnership. Alam nyo, class, during review, it's very important to take care of your health. Imagine, class, 4 to 5 months na intense review. Paano ka makakapag-aral na maayos if may sakit ka, di ba? Kaya, class, I suggest, from time to time, mag-exercise ka. Actually, pwede mo nga i-follow yung workout program ng sponsor natin for today, Sir Brad Fit. Sir Brad Fit, the #1 fitness channel in the universe, according to Sir Brad. Visit the link in the description box below. According to their agreement, they will split profits and losses 75:25. So this is their P&L ratio. Okay? 75:25. Again, what is the P&L ratio? Well, you use that to allocate profits and losses or income or losses to the partners. And their initial capital will also reflect that ratio. Okay? Now, class, if hindi minention yung their initial capital will also reflect that ratio, hindi mo gagawin yun. Okay? Dapat explicit sa problem na i-reflect yung initial capital to the P&L ratio before you do that. Just similar to problem 1. Okay? Now, the following are health and fitness statements of financial position as of December 31, 2019. Again, we assume that these are at book values. For partner health, we have assets. Cash, AR, inventory, equipment. Okay? Liabilities, accounts payable, accrued expenses, notes payable, health capital, 90,000. We're also given the balance sheet of fitness. We have the assets, we have liabilities and capital. Actually, no need for you to recompute yung totals kasi hindi naman to auditing. So, most likely tama naman yung mga totals yan. Alright. Let's continue reading. The values reflected in the statement of financial position are already at fair values except for the following accounts. Okay, since this is formation of partnership, yung goal natin again is to convert these book values into fair market values. According to the problem, fair value na siya except for this. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, i-reflect natin yung adjustments to convert book values into fair market values. Alright. Again, pwede rin natin, ang i-adjust natin is the capital balances of the partners. Let's start with partner health. Lagay ko na lang dito, partner health. And then this one is partner fitness. Okay. For partner health, it's 90,000 for capital. For fitness naman, it's 160,000. Alright, let's put here unadjusted balances. 90,000 and 160,000. Okay, for fitness. Now, let's continue reading the problem. Health's accounts receivable is now 20,000 less than what is stated in his statement of financial position. Okay, saan ba yung accounts receivable ni Health? Alright, so this one, 100,000 siya. And then according here, it's now 20,000 less than. Okay? So, adjustment natin will be, lagay ko na lang dito, accounts receivable for partner Health minus 20,000. Okay? For fitness, wala namang adjustment to accounts receivable. Okay? Both inventories of health and fitness are now 90,000 and 70,000 respectively. Let's start with partner health. Nasaan si health? Okay, inventories 75. According here, 90,000 na daw siya. So from 75, it's now 90. So increase of 15,000. I'll put here inventory. Okay, plus 15,000 for partner health. Okay. And 70,000 na daw for partner fitness. Fitness inventory is 85,000. 85, it's now 70, so decreased by 15,000. Alright, adjustment to partner fitness minus 15,000. Okay, let's continue. Equipment for fitness has an assessed value of 275,000, appraised value of 250,000, and book value of 200,000. We're given three amounts here. But we know na yung relevant amount for us is the fair market value. Kaya lang, hindi naman sinabi ko din yung fair market value here. We know we can disregard the book value kasi hindi siya relevant for us, right? Your information. It's now between assessed value and appraised value. Okay, remember this class. If ganyan yung given sa problem, you choose the appraised value. Okay? This is more representative of the fair market value. Yung appraised value kasi, ano yan may mga independent appraisers that prepare appraisal reports. So, yun yung pinaka-representative na of the fair market value. Yung assessed value kasi, usually, yan yung mga BIR estimates, na rough estimates lang yan. So, between the two, yung appraised value is more representative of the fair market value. Gets? Okay. Now, this is for partner fitness. So, compare natin siya. Let's look at the equipment of partner fitness. So, this one. Okay? 300,000. But don't forget, yung 300,000 na yan, that's the cost of the equipment. Dapat i-factor in mo din yung accumulated depreciation of 100. 300 minus 100, 200,000 book value. 200,000, it's now 250. So, increase by 50,000. Dun ka magkakamali. For example, ang kinumpare mo is the 300,000 and then it's now 250. So, may analysis mo dun, bumaba ng 50,000. No. If you compare the book value, 200 to 250, it's actually an increase of 50,000. Okay. Adjustment here, lagay ko na lang equipment for partner fitness plus 50,000. Okay. Next. Additional accrued expenses are to be established in the amount of 10,000 for fitness, while additional accounts payable in the amount of 5,000 for health. Accrued expenses and accounts payable, these are liabilities. And according to our equation na pinakita ko earlier, assets minus liabilities equal to capital. Now, para maging balance yung equation, since mag-i-increase ng 10,000 and 5,000 yung liabilities, ang effect niyan, bababa yung capital, right? Therefore, adjustment natin here, let's start with accrued expenses for partner fitness. Bababa yung capital natin, minus 10,000 for fitness. The other one naman, accounts payable, 5,000. So, accounts payable, bababa naman ng 5,000 yung capital balance of partner health. Okay, let's go to the last sentence. It is also agreed that all liabilities will be assumed by the partnership. What's the implication when you say all liabilities will be assumed by the partnership? It means that the liabilities in the books of the sole proprietors, okay, i-carry over sila into the books of the partnership. Okay? Ganoon lang siya. Naka-record pa din siya in the books of the partnership. Except for the notes payable of fitness, which will be personally paid by him. Okay? Except for the notes payable of fitness. Nasaan ba yun? Fitness, notes payable, 100,000. Okay. Yung 100,000 daw, babayaran siya ni fitness personally. Okay? So, hindi na siya maki-carry over to the books of the partnership. Ano yung magiging implication to our solution? Well, since nag-start tayo with 160,000 capital, ito siya. Nakuha natin yan by deducting assets and liabilities. So, na-consider natin yung 100, right? Kaya lang, babayaran yan in personally ni partner fitness. Kailangan i-add back natin siya to the capital balance of partner fitness. Okay? Notes payable plus 100,000 to partner fitness. Okay, we can now compute for the adjusted balances of the capital balances of the partners. Okay, let's start with partner health. 90,000 less 20,000 plus 15 minus 5,000, 80,000 for partner health. Okay, 80,000. Okay. And then partner fitness, 160,000 less 15,000 plus 50,000 minus 10 plus 100,000, 285,000. 285,000. Okay, these are the adjusted balances of the capital balances of the partners. Okay. Uy, buti na lang naalala mo in the first part of the problem. Their initial capital will also reflect that ratio, which is the 75:25 profit and loss ratio. So, ang gagawin natin, hindi pa ito yung final answers natin, right? Kailangan pa natin gawing 75:25 yan. So, how do we do that? Okay, I'll continue my solution here. Ang gagawin ko muna, lagay ko muna yung capital ni partner health, which is 80,000. And then, capital of partner fitness, which is 285,000. Fitness, 285,000. 80 plus 285, 365,000. Okay. Gagawin ko lang siyang 75:25. Okay, multiply natin. So, 75% and 25%. Okay, sige nga. Let's compute. 365,000 times 0.75. 273,750. I'll write it down. 273,750. This is for partner health. Okay? And then the other one naman, 365,000 times 0.25. 91,250. 91,250 for partner fitness. Alright. So, ayan, nakumpita natin. Let's now solve the questions. How much is the adjusted capital balance of fitness upon formation? How much is the capital credit to health upon formation? Okay, different yung wordings as you can see. Yung isa capital credit, the other one is adjusted capital balance. Yung number 2 muna yung sagutan natin. How much is the capital credit to health? Okay, yung answer mo dito should be the 273,750. Kasi ultimately, yun yung magiging capital credit, okay? The credit to partner health's capital, okay? 273,750. Final answer here is letter B, 273,750. Alright? Question 1, how much is the adjusted capital balance? If you look at the choices, yung pwede mong answer dyan is the 91,250, which is letter A, or the 285,000, nasa choices din siya. It's either A or C. Now, how do you answer this? Okay. So, kapag ganito yung questioning, dapat iisipin mo rin, ano kaya yung gusto ni examiner na isagot ko dito? Okay? If ang gusto ni examiner na isagot mo is the 91,250, dapat ang ginawa na lang niyang wording is also capital credit, right? But because ang wordings na ginamit niya, adjusted capital balance, it means may iba siyang gustong answer, which is, in this case, the 285,000. Okay? Final answer is letter C, 285,000. So, ayun, kailangan mo rin siyang ganun ka rin mag-isip in the CPA board exam. Don't overanalyze, don't underanalyze, pero in this case kasi, anong nangyari, different yung wording. So, dapat maisip mo agad doon, uy, iba yung gusto ni examiner na isagot ko for question 1 and for question 2. Gets? Alright. Class, is the end of this free tutorial. Patikim pa lang yan. What if during partnership formation, may minention about partial and total goodwill. What if eventually in-incorporate yung partnership? What would you do? Tuturo namin lahat yan. At Pinnacle, regardless of your accounting background, we will provide you with the most efficient and effective review by focusing on best review strategies, key points to remember, shortcuts, common tricks, and mistakes. For reservation and to know more about us, visit our website and Facebook page. All the links are in the description below. Reserve now because we only accept limited number of students in order to preserve the quality of our review. Class is missed. See you next meeting.